Hi there. So I wanted to do this vlog today because I've made a gigantic step and I need to share it because that is my goal in documenting my journey. I started this vlog when I began law school, and it has taken me all the way through graduating law school and taking the California bar exam. And now I have made another step, and I want to share that step with people. And it's good news. I have been spending my days off, what I call stalking the courts, where I go and I sit in courts and I watch the lawyers at work and I watch the judge and I watch how lawyers talk to each other and how they talk to their clients. And it has been a lot of fun. If you're not involved in the criminal justice system, it's actually really cool to observe and see how it all works. So I've been enjoying my days off doing that, and several weeks ago, one of the public defenders kind of introduced herself to me and talked to me, and just prior to that, I had also decided, you know what, I know it's kind of late in the game. It was a month after I took the bar. I decided to send out my resume for a post-bar internship. You really should have done that before the bar exam, but I decided I was feeling well enough, and I was just, I don't know what put the bee in my bonnet to do that, but I did it. I was going to take these 4.5 months and relax and heal from law school and the bar exam and take care of my kids and stuff like that, but I really want to get some experience, and I figure this interim time would be a good time to ask to work for free, but get some experience. So I had sent my resume to Disability Rights of California, and I'd sent it to a couple public defender's office because I want to go into criminal defense. And my dream is to eventually focus purely on the niche of autistic spectrum disorder and mental illness. So anyway, I had not heard back, and I've called a couple times some of the other places that I sent my resume, and I'm not surprised. It is late in the game to ask for a post-bar internship. There's only a couple months until the bar results come out. So I did hear back from a neighboring county it's a beautiful small mountain town, but the county's pretty wide, and I've been going over there and observing court. And they were interested, so we set up an interview. And I have to tell you that as someone who has been diagnosed legally blind now, this is my first time entering the professional world as a blind person. I was working before just visually impaired prior to moving here. And then when I moved back to California, I ran my own business. I didn't need to tell a boss that I was blind, and I was able to work my life around my disability. And that I ran a wellness center, and I do massage, and I was doing yoga and Pilates as well. So those you didn't need your eyeballs for so much, and that was great until I got this passion to go back to law school. So anyway, I interviewed, and I was really, really nervous. And when do I tell them that I am legally blind, And everybody says, wait until they offer you the job. Wait. So they really liked my diverse background. They said, you're not the usual post-bar candidate. You're older, and you have this diverse background working with special needs and disabilities and nonprofits. So, they asked me to talk about that, and they said, well, this is actually kind of our answer to prayer. We have been hoping for someone who understands, like a social worker almost, how all of that works. And they have a growing need for people who are interested in working with the disabled and the mentally ill. And they have a growing population of autistic spectrum as well, which is weird in this small mountain town, in this mountain county. But they said, so this is really fantastic for us. They said, and the head public defender said, this is it's hard to bomb an interview when you're asking to work for free, but we would really like you to consider maybe staying on with us after you pass the bar and get licensed. We have a lot of work for you. So, it depends on when a position becomes available, because it's a county office, so there's only so many paid positions. So a paid position would have to become available, but they said we have enough to keep you busy. So, and we really, really, really need the help in this area. So, I'm hoping that this won't just be an internship for you, but you definitely have the internship. So at that point, then I decided I needed to reveal that I was legally blind. So I told them, and I said, well, I've something else I need to discuss with you. I'm really excited to work with you all, and this sounds like a great match. But I do need to tell you that I have a visual impairment and I'm legally blind. And I use my own laptop because it has all of my accommodations built in for magnification. And I have a desktop reader that I use that magnifies, and I have a portable one that I can bring into court. I have really ugly granny glasses, but I've kind of, obviously I've made it through law school and the bar exam, so I have figured out different ways to accommodate myself, but there may be times where I need extra time to read something, or I do things with different colored pens and Post-its and highlighters, and they weren't even flinching or blinking, and I was like, oh, and they were like, okay, I don't see why that's a problem. So, it just didn't faze them at all. And here I was so nervous about it, and, they were going to, roll their eyes and go, great, we got a broken one, But no, it did not bother them at all. So, I can sit here and think maybe it's because it was a county position, and county jobs are usually more open to people with disabilities. But even private firms get tax benefits for hiring the disabled. You should know that, at least in the United States. I know I have people who are in Canada and England and stuff who watch my vlogs, or Europe. But so they didn't even flinch. It was just the coolest moment. On the way home after it all, I was crying because I was just so happy that, wow, all my hard work is paying off, and I get to do what I love, and I get to work in a field I'm passionate about, and my blindness isn't going to stop me. It really isn't going to stop me. So for all of those who have disabilities of any kind, I want you to know that it doesn't have to stop you. And I have listened to my intuition, and I've prayed, and I've listened to God, and I believe in the higher power, and that higher power is guiding me and has opened up this path for me, and I'm following that passion and that burning and that calling. But I want people with disabilities, especially blindness, and I see a lot of parents on the Stargardt's websites. My child was just diagnosed. What do we do, and will they ever work, and so on and so forth. And there's young people, just college age, I see on there. Some of them even vlog themselves. I want you to know that you can work in a professional arena. You just have to be willing to accommodate yourself and work hard at that. And obviously there's probably I would not probably be able to do surgery, but I can be a lawyer, and they are all up for a blind lawyer. So, and I know there are blind lawyers. There aren't any in my area, but I know there are blind lawyers around, and I've talked with people who've worked with them. I've said that before in my vlogs. So I'm just really excited, and I wanted to pass on the hope and the inspiration and the good news to anybody with any challenges. So please know that there is no challenge too big for your dream or your passion or your calling. So that's all. I'm really excited. I have to go through county paperwork and background check and all that before I can start working there, but I will vlog at some point when I'm into it and I know what it's like, but they want to give me cases and get me going. So they have work for me. I am really excited to start working and doing that. So I hope that that helps some people and inspires some people and encourages people. Don't let your disability disable your dreams. And on that, I will catch you on the flip side. And thank you so much for supporting me. Look where it's gotten us. So that's it. Bye.